Well, for most of you, it's a pretty nice evening underway, but there is a cold front, and this front's kind of been flirting with the area for a few days, brought the storms in. There's a cold front to the north and a cold pocket aloft kind of riding along that front, and that's blowing up some of these scattered storms. These have kind of organized into a bit of a line here north of the Pulaski County line. These are dropping to the southeast. A few more trying to form here in northern Jasper County. Will broaden out a little bit, and you can see there are additional scattered storms back here towards Chicago and near Bloomington, Illinois. And with everything moving this way and the fact that some of these will hold together as we get into the evening, we'll keep some scattered storms in the forecast before they fade away by midnight. And I can't rule out an isolated severe storm or two, the main threat being hail. 74 at 9. Once the front goes through, we cool off a little bit, down to 61 tonight. Lower dew points. It'll lead to a nice start to Tuesday, and it'll be less humid, especially early in the day. But late in the day, the front will start to migrate back northward. That could spawn an isolated thunderstorm, and then with the front continuing to work through Wednesday and Thursday, scattered thunderstorms blossoming, perhaps an isolated severe storm or two, and then by Friday, we may see an organized complex of storms develop in northwest Illinois, ride down the front with a severe weather potential and a heavy rain potential. That's Friday evening and into Friday night. 61 tomorrow morning will give way to 83 tomorrow afternoon. Winds northwesterly, but as the front moves northward, they'll turn southwesterly gradually with time by evening. And there your upper 50s north, mid 60s in the south tonight, 61 Lafayette, of course, and tomorrow with the front around 87 Covington, but 80 Winamac and Logansport, 83 at Lafayette, 82 Delphi. And on Wednesday, anywhere from 84 Winamac to 90 Crawfordsville and Covington, and a steamy 88 at Lafayette. So here we are. This is 10:54 tonight. Still a few scattered showers and thunderstorms around, gradually weakening. You can see them fade away by midnight or so. And then we enjoy a fine rest of the night. But tomorrow at 1:30, the clouds are bubbling up. The front moving into the vicinity. There could be a couple of isolated storms in the area tomorrow, late afternoon and evening, and perhaps even a couple more tomorrow night. This is 12:42 a.m. And even into Wednesday with the front gradually moving northward, notice what happens. Some scattered storms pop along that boundary, and they're still with us around 6:35 in the evening before the front may work a little farther southward. So bottom line is, this is kind of a stormy regime, and I think Friday evening, Friday night, we may see a more organized complex of storms, kind of like what we had yesterday evening, kind of develop here and then kind of ride into the area, and that could bring a little more widespread severe weather threat and perhaps some locally heavy rain. And with the front kind of hanging around really for the next week, scattered storm potential will be with us pretty much every single day, and will probably be a couple of days, maybe 3, where we get an organized line of storms to come through. But all the other days, it's just going to be scattered. Warm, humid highs, 80s to around 90, overnight lows in the 60s. So if I had to look at a typical June forecast, that would probably be it. It seems like, especially since I've been here for the past 6 years, pretty much late May to early June. That is one of the most active times of year. We get flooding, and we always get severe weather at that time.
That's reflected on that 7-day.
It totally is.